ಶರಣಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು. Welcome to class 10 mathematics. Today I am going to discuss new chapter, polynomials. What do you mean by polynomial? Poly means many, nomial means names or terms. Polynomial is nothing but what? Many terms. Definition of polynomial you have to see. An algebraic expression with more than one term is called polynomial. An algebraic expression with more than one term is called polynomial, provided it has no negative exponent or power for any variable in the terms. What is the condition here? Power should be positive, power should not be negative, power should be whole number. For example, 7x minus 3, the variable is x here, the power of this variable is 1, this is a whole number or positive number. 4x plus 7, these are, we can write more than 1 also, whatever degree you have to write now. So these are the examples of polynomial. Polynomial is nothing but what? It is an algebraic expression with more than one term is called polynomial, provided it has no negative exponent. If it is a negative exponent, it is not a polynomial. Degree of polynomial. The highest power of x in p of x is called the degree of the polynomial. Here p of x is a polynomial. What is the degree of the polynomial? The highest power of x in p of x is called the degree of the polynomial. For example, p of x is equal to 7x square minus 2x plus 3. This is a polynomial. The highest power in this expression is, the variable is x, the highest power of the variable is 2. Therefore, degree of the polynomial is 2. Always the highest power of the variable gives us degree of the polynomial. Next, linear polynomial. Some types of polynomials. First one is linear polynomial. A polynomial of degree 1 is called linear polynomial. Example, p of x is equal to 7x plus 5. See, the degree of the variable is x is 1 here. So this is a linear polynomial. Linear polynomial is nothing but what? Whatever variable you can take, not only x. You can take this as p of y is equal to 3y plus 7 and so on. Okay, whatever variable you have take, but the highest power of the variable must be 1, then only we can say that is a linear polynomial. What is the general form of linear polynomial? General form of linear polynomial is ax plus b. This is important, you should remember this one. Ax plus b is the general form of linear polynomial. So next type of polynomial is quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial is nothing but what? A polynomial of degree 2 is called quadratic polynomial. Quadratic means 2. Example, p of x is equal to 3x square minus 2x plus 5 is a quadratic polynomial. Here the highest power of the variable is 2. Therefore, the degree of this polynomial is 2. So, this is a quadratic polynomial. What is the general form of quadratic polynomial? The general form of quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. This is the general form of quadratic polynomial. Next, cubic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 3 is called cubic polynomial. If the highest power of the variable will be 3 in the given polynomial, that gives us cubic polynomial. Example, p of x is equal to 3x cube minus 7x square plus 2x plus 7. This is the example for cubic polynomial because the degree of this polynomial is 3. Highest power is 3 in the given polynomial. What is the general form of cubic polynomial? General form of cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is the general form of cubic polynomial. Remember the general form of the given polynomials. Next one is value of the polynomial. What do you mean by value of the polynomial? If p of x is a polynomial in x, if k is any real number, k is what here? Any real number, then the real number obtained by replacing k in p of x is called the value of p of x at x is equal to k. We have to substitute in place of x k and is denoted by p of k. P of k. This is the value of the polynomial. Next, what do you mean by zero of a polynomial? Zeros are zero of a polynomial. A real number k is said to be a zero of a polynomial p of x if p of k is equal to 0. In place of x, you have to substitute k and is equal to 0. You have to equate. In general, if k is a zero of P of x is equal to ax plus b, then P of k is equal to ax plus b, sorry, ak plus b, because you have to replace in place of x as a k. This is a linear polynomial. Okay, pk is equal to ak plus b. Substitute P of k is equal to 0. In place of P of k is equal to 0, that is nothing but ak plus b is equal to 0. ak plus b is equal to 0. ak is equal to transpose b to RHS. ak is equal to minus b. Transpose a to RHS. k is equal to minus b by a. k is equal to minus b by a. So, the 0 of linear polynomial P of x is equal to ax plus b is the 0 of linear polynomial. Already I said ax plus b is a linear polynomial, is minus b by a. Minus b by a. What is this minus b by a? Minus as it is, b is, see, in the general form of the quadratic equation, b is the constant term. Minus sign is as it is, b is a constant term, divided by a is nothing but what? Coefficient of x. See, the coefficient of x is a here. So, a is nothing but what? Coefficient of x. Therefore, the linear polynomial of the 0 of linear polynomial is minus constant term divided by coefficient of x. That gives us minus b by a. Thus, 0 of a linear polynomial is related to its coefficients. It belongs to coefficients. Next, what do you mean by geometrical meaning? What is the meaning of geometrical meaning of zeros of polynomial? Means how many zeros will be there in linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial. In general, for a linear polynomial ax plus b is a linear polynomial where a is not equal to 0. If a is equal to 0, this will not be linear polynomial. The graph of y is equal to ax plus b is a straight line. This is a straight line which intersects the x-axis at exactly one point, namely minus b by a comma 0. This minus b by a is the x coordinate of the point. See here, it is given here in the textbook, it is there. See, this is a graph, this is a straight line, it intersects the x-axis here. That coordinate of this point is minus 3 by 2 comma 0, minus 3 by 2 comma 0. So, this intersects at x one point, at one point. This point is minus 3 by 2 comma 0. Only it intersects at x-axis here. So, how many times it intersects at x-axis, that gives the number of zeros. I will explain later. Okay. See, therefore, the linear polynomial ax plus b, where a is not equal to 0, as exactly 1 0, because it touches the x-axis at once, namely the x coordinate of the point where the graph y is equal to ax plus b intersects the x-axis. It intersects the x-axis, gives us the point. See, the general form is minus b by a comma 0 is the 0 of the linear polynomial. For quadratic polynomial, if it is a quadratic polynomial, for a quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c, where a is not equal to 0, the graph of the corresponding equation y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c is a parabola. Parabola is nothing but what? Either upward like or downward shape. These are the parabola. And as one of the two shapes, either open upwards like U shape, upside, for a is greater than 0. A is greater than 0. In ax square plus bx plus c, if a is greater than 0, we will get U shape, upside. If it is a is less than 0, we will get this shape, downside, like this shape, for a is less than 0. The 0 of quadratic polynomial p of x intersects the x-axis. Therefore, the polynomial of degree 2 has at most 2 zeros. See here, it is given here. See, this is upward U type. It intersects the x-axis at 2 distinct points. See here and here. Sometimes it intersects. See here also it intersects 2 distinct points. Here also it intersects. Sometimes downside, sometimes upside. Here you have to see. Here it intersects only one point. doesn't intersect here, here also not intersected. Sometimes it will not intersect, but at most the zeros of the quadratic polynomial p of x intersect the x-axis. Therefore, the polynomial of degree 2 has at most two zeros, at most two zeros. So, why two zeros? Because it intersects at two distinct points. Next, zeros of cubic polynomial. A cubic polynomial ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. This is the general form of the cubic polynomial where a is not equal to 0 as at most three zeros. In case of linear, 1 0 at most. In case of quadratic polynomial, 2 zeros. In case of cubic polynomial, 3 zeros. By using all these, by seeing all these, we have to conclude, take one note. In general, a polynomial p of x of degree n has at most n zeros. N is nothing but what? Here n is nothing but what? We have to substitute any value. The graph of the polynomial p of x intersects the x-axis at most n points. N points is nothing but what? If it is a linear polynomial, it has 1 0. If it is a quadratic polynomial, 2 zeros. If it is a cubic polynomial, 3 zeros. In generally, n points. I hope you understood this one. By using all these concepts, I will explain exercise 2.1 in next video. 2.1, by using all these concepts, I will explain.